Hey everybody, welcome to our General Assembly. I am so glad to have all of you here, and I'm sure everyone that's been occupying the Federal Reserve and occupying San Francisco since the 17th is really, really, really glad to have you here. Thank you so much. So I went to the October 2011 coalition meeting today and talked there. So that's why I'm standing up right now, only because I spoke there. So just to orient those people, we want to really thank the people that came from that march. That's really awesome of you all. Thank you so much for coming down here. So I started at October 2011 to talk about a little bit about how we do things here as far as holding our General Assemblies. So I'm just going to explain the process that we've evolved over the last couple weeks. Now that you're all here, that's open to change. But I'm just going to say how we've done it for a little while, and if you guys want to work with that model for a little while with us, then we can try that tonight. So we do facilitation of General Assemblies. So we choose a facilitator, we choose a stack taker, we choose someone who takes minutes or notes, and then we might try a timekeeper tonight because we have so many people and want to let you all tell us why you're here. So all those positions everyone votes on. So that's another big thing is we come to consensus decisions, which means that when someone proposes something, it'll go to a vote and you'll put a thumbs up if you consent to that. You'll put a thumb sideways if you abstain from it or you don't know enough information or you don't really want to block the proposal but you aren't that interested, etc. And then thumbs down if you block the proposal. If you block a proposal, you'll have to talk about why, and then we'll try to come to a compromise that everyone agrees on and come to a consensus that way afterwards. We also use some hand signals. So one of the hand signals that we do is a direct response. I should probably explain the stack first, excuse me. So at the beginning of meetings, usually we open up the stack. That means that if you want to speak, you'll raise your hand and our stack taker will call on you and get your names and write you down in a list so everyone gets a chance to speak and we're not talking over each other. If you do want to say something to the person speaking and it's a direct response, like an answer to their question, then you do this signal. Then the facilitator will call on you to do a direct response. Please don't use direct response to say your opinion just because it differs from the opinion of the person speaking. It's not for that at all. It's for giving an answer to a question. Or if we're talking about a proposal to say, you know, an amendment or why you think we shouldn't do that proposal, something along those lines. But really direct responses. Point of order, or point of process, I should say, is an upside down triangle like this. And this is something where someone's noticing in the group that we're not abiding by the consensus facilitation procedures that we previously consented to as a group. So let's say if somebody is saying, hey, my opinion differs from yours as a direct response, someone say, hey, point of process, that's not a direct response. Please wait till you're in the stack to say your opinion. That's pretty much it. If you want to give silent applause because you agree with the person speaking, it's spirit fingers. If you want to give a silent, you know, I don't like what that person's saying or I'm going to block this proposal, give an X like this. You're not actually blocking the proposal at that point, you're just showing your disagreement. When we actually block or consent to proposals is where we use the thumbs up, thumbs sideways to abstain, and thumbs down to block. If I'm forgetting anything, someone that's been here doing this with us, please talk. Oh, sure. If somebody's rambling, not on point, it's been talking too long, this is the signal. I think we're ready. Do we do report backs? We elect a facilitator. Okay. Does anyone who has experience doing consensus facilitation, such as for General Assemblies, do they want to volunteer to be a facilitator tonight? Yeah? Yeah, we always vote on that. So anyone can block this. We're voting on whether I'm going to be a facilitator tonight. That means that my voice is kind of really removed from this conversation And all I do is make sure that everyone's voice is being heard and we're following the consensus procedures. Can we get a vote on that? Is anybody blocking this consensus that I can't see? Why do you block? So here's another thing we do. I'm not sure how we're going to do this tonight since we have this awesome microphone, but usually we use the people's mic, not always, which is a tool that was developed in New York City at Occupy Wall Street. And that's when someone will speak in 5 to 10 word increments and everyone around them will repeat what they say so that everyone can hear. It's also really cool because it kind of checks people when they're just going and going and going and building up and not really speaking their thoughts clearly and cohesively. Okay, I think we might use the mic for now. Cool. Okay, let's vote. What do you propose? People's mic or mic? Can we get a vote on using the mic? If you want to use the people's mic, you can block and explain why. Can we hear why you're blocking? It's a really good tool. Me having this much power just because I have an amplification system. Direct response. Okay. The proposal is we let people choose whether they want to use this microphone or the people's mic. Can we get a vote on that? Is anybody blocking this consensus that I can't see? Okay, cool. That's consensus. Oh, cool. Your question, that's, okay, I brought up people's mic because people couldn't hear you, so I'll say what I think you were asking, which is that if I'm a facilitator, I won't be able to speak. I'll speak on stack only when I voice my own voice, so that means that I'll probably wait till everyone else wants to go on stack. I'll put myself on stack, I'll speak at some point. Won't be as a facilitator.
Is anybody interested in signing up as a Answer Coalition?
Backup facilitator? Sure. Does somebody want to volunteer who has had some experience doing consensus facilitation to be a backup facilitator? Cool. Oh, yeah. Let's have a vote. Name? I agree with that. Awesome. So somebody who's not white or male or any of the other things that most people would say I am, regardless of how I feel about that, want to... Come on, man. Want to? Should we vote on it? Do you volunteer? You have to volunteer. He volunteers. It is. You're right. Wait. Whoa. I don't like this microphone power thing, but anyway. Okay, we don't vote and say I elect this person. We volunteer and then we come to a consensus on it. Does somebody volunteer to be a backup facilitator? Okay, cool. That's awesome. What's your name again? Lindsay is going to be... Okay, Lindsay volunteers to be a backup facilitator. Can we vote on that? Is anybody blocking this consensus that I cannot see? All right, cool. What's next? Stack taker? Stack taker? Okay. Hey, we're gonna break the usual procedures here because we have an update from legal. She needs to leave. This is super important, so we're gonna let her have the floor for a moment.
Yeah, okay, I'll come back. Thank you. Okay. My name's Nadia. Hi. And I'm sorry to break the process, but I have to run after this. So I am here speaking for the National Lawyers Guild, and I just wanted to give you folks an update and let you know that we are going to be here at the General Assemblies. I will be here tomorrow. Some other folks will be here tomorrow, and we want to participate with you folks, and we don't want to do it through emails or through talking to people outside of these meetings. We think it's really important to participate through this structure, but we do want to help you guys organize a legal structure and want to bottom line that if that works.
I think that.
I don't even need this mic, honestly. So we want to help organize the legal structure. We want input and we want volunteers. We'd like to do some trainings for y'all. We're doing